Hello and welcome to New Catholic Generation. Here we are at our panel, ready to discuss some more things. I'm Renee from Reborn Pure Admin, and this is David from Catholic Contrast, Tatiana from Surrender the Brownies, and Joe from the Catholic Apologists. We are going to discuss some Fulton Sheen today because we all love him and he's one of the best Catholics on the internet. Before any of us YouTubers even set foot, he made it onto the internet in every TV in so many homes across America for so long. And so today I'm going to show a clip from his Wasting Your Life show segment. And here it is. So let's get watching.
But in order to drive home this lesson, I'm going to take stories out of the Bible.
I love it when he does that.
And the first story is to induce you to learn to waste yourself, give yourself to others. We go back to King David. He lived 1,000 years before Christ. And King David was in a battle against the Philistines. Always the enemies of the Jews, the Philistines.
I know, right?
And the battlefront took him to his own home village
It helps you focus.
of Bethlehem.
Wish he could have been my teacher. Just.
Now, when we get older,
I mean,
we
I already have
sometimes
great-
have
I already have
yearnings for
great
teachers
teachers.
and visions and experiences
Hell, it's got hot.
when
I
we
wish
were
we had
young.
machine.
And
That's
so when
next
David
semester.
saw the town of Bethlehem, he said to the soldiers, "Oh," he said, "if I could only taste again the waters from the well at the gate of Bethlehem." And the soldiers said, "All right, we will get you the water. We will drive through the lines." And they came back with water.
I just feel like I'm there when you talk.
And David held up the vessel of water and poured it out onto the ground. He said, "I am not worthy to drink the water that was purchased at such a sacrifice." He wasted it. Wasted it in the sense that if he drank it, he would not now be remembered, and I would not be telling you that story. When we save certain things for ourselves, we spoil them. When we, for example, save our flesh, use it only for our own pleasure, then it becomes lust. We save money, it becomes avarice. We save knowledge, and not use it to train others, it turns into pride. And so David poured out the water as a lesson that sometimes
See, everybody goes
we have
quiet
to
when he
waste
starts
the
talking.
things of life in order to be remembered.
You know he's saying something important.
Yeah, just that little clip. What did you think about that? It's like...
He's
waste-
more eloquent than Charlie Sheen.
Yes, you are right.
Well, it just reminded me of something that I heard Stephen Ray say one time. And he always talks about the Dead Sea. It has water that flows into it, but they call it the Dead Sea because it's much more of a still kind of water because it doesn't have anything going. It doesn't release it. It doesn't have it going back out. Whereas the Red Sea was more, it received, but then it gave. And it's a much more moving body of water. And kind of compared that to how we ourselves, we need to take what we receive and then continue giving it out and just be this continuous channel of receiving all the love and the goodness of God and then giving that out,
Right, like the
continue giving
talents,
it.
like multiplying what has been given
Mhm.
into more goodness, right?
Yeah.
I think it's interesting how he said, he turned around what society sees as wasting your life. Like, not going out and having fun and not, saving up for that awesome, super expensive sports car, biggest house you could possibly have. Like, that is what the world thinks of as, like, not wasting your life. It's going out and having all those experiences and and getting everything you possibly wanted. But then Fulton Sheen says, no, like, waste your life in doing good works and doing things away from yourself. In you're not missing out when you don't go and do those things.
Yeah.
That's when you do those things, you are wasting your life. When you don't do them, you are you're building up yourself, your own character, your own spiritual life, so that you can help others and do even more good. It's what he's saying, and so that's why I chose that clip today. How much have you seen Fulton Sheen before?
Not a lot.
Not much.
I've seen a few things of his stuff, and I Life is Worth Living is some of the clips from that. I've seen several of those, and I kind of wish I would have watched more. And sometimes I think the next time I go binge watching YouTube videos, it should be Bishop Sheen, because I'm always thinking, I actually have time to watch YouTube videos. What should I watch next?
You should.
Because the times that I have watched him talk, I just love it. It's so inspiring.
His voice is so good. Just
I think one of the best examples of the meaning of his message that he gave there is that, I mean, the family. Like, if everybody was completely self-centered, we would never want to ever have any children for the next generation. And that in order for the human race to continue going on, we can't just focus on ourselves. We always have to focus on the next generation after us, even at considerable time and expense to ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a fun clip for you guys. Back in the day, they used to put priests and bishops on game shows, and it was just common and cool. I think I really want to show you guys this clip really
Come to the special feature of our program, for which I have to ask my friends on the panel once again to blind themselves.
This is just something we don't see anymore, except maybe on, you know that singing nun that was on the Italian.
I heard of it. Yeah.
there was a priest on
Voice.
Family
Sign
Feud.
in, please.
That's awesome.
Holy Family Feud.
They wouldn't have any feuds. 2 of them are perfect, and the last one stuck with perfect people.
That's what makes them so annoying to have a feud with.
Normally, I don't like the chalkboard. I like markers on a whiteboard better, but when Bishop Sheen writes with a
Now,
chalk,
in
it's
the
like,
case of our mystery challenger, we go to a different form of questioning. You ask one question at a time in turn, moving clockwise. And let's begin with Bennett, sir.
Well, that is the most solid round of applause I've heard in a long time.
Yes.
Are you a familiar figure in public life?
Un peu, oui.
yes.
He's doing it in a different language.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
Because
recognize
it
his
feels
voice.
too egotistical if he says yes. Oh yes, I'm so famous.
Yeah. Also, like this show, they're always disguising the voice so they don't know.
Our guest is well known in public life in terms of general identification
He
with
had
the
to
public
say
of
it.
America. Miss Gilgal.
Well, am I to regard this as meaning that our guest is something other than a theatrical or motion picture performer?
Oui. Mr. Niven?
Merci.
He's not in the movie.
Are you
This is
better
a
known in
smirk.
other countries than you are in this
You
one?
don't see mustaches like that
No.
anymore.
1 down and 9 to go,
could
Miss
grow one.
Francis.
If you're not well known in the theater, are you well known in television?
Je ne sais pas. I will answer the question yes for our guest.
Ah.
Sir.
Have you ever participated in the political arena?
No. 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Gilgallen.
You thought it was Mendez France.
I don't know who that person is at this point.
Charles Boyer. Miss Gilgallen.
Well, do you by any chance work for any profit-making or non-profit-making organization?
Oui.
Oh,
Mr. Nevin?
Are you
non-profit.
seen weekly on television?
Oui. Miss Francis?
Every week. on television.
Weekly on television and non-profit.
The horror in her voice.
Oh, boy, have you got a crazy sponsor.
Crazy sponsor.
Could you be? Is it possible that you are a religious man? That's the only non-profit on television.
J'espère.
Oh, you are. I know who you are. Bennett, you know who it is.
Bishop Sheen.
Bishop King.
I've seen this before, but I love it so much.
This is adorable.
I
I've
know.
never seen this before. Oh
I
my
just like
God.
I'd get to sit over
I
here and
love this
fangirl over
show.
this with
It's
you.
Okay, can we get like little plushies of Fulton Sheen just to like hug and squeeze it during things? Because I kind of need one for next finals.
Rules, sir. May I say that we're very proud that you're on my home network, ABC. It's nice to have you with us.
Oh, ABC.
And Your
Back
Excellency,
when they were stupid.
I don't think we did well enough, so we'll flip all the cards over there. That's the first thing.
The first charity of choice, basically.
And I hardly... What'd you say, Miss Arlene?
We just heard a slight murmur from the other side saying it's profit.
What are you going to do with all this profit, sir? That's a big sum there.
Well, I would be grateful if you would send it to our 300 leper colonies that are conducted by the propagation of the faith.
Oh, that we will do, sir, and add some more to it. And thank you very much for being our guest. It's an honor to have you with us.
And look, you see how he's like conducting himself out? He's just like shaking a hand and like kind of with his head down, trying to get off stage. And
See, it's kind of cool to see him when he's not like the center spotlight on his show, when he's got to put the persona on and stuff.
yeah.
He's such a sass monster, though, with like the
I
French
wish-
and the smile.
I wish I could have known him in person.
You will in heaven.
I know, but it seems so far away. I don't know.
So
I just
far away.
I love
We need
Bishop
Ned
Sheen
here.
so much.
Fire and
Go
fire.
through
Gosh,
these
do you need a
clips.
plushie?
I could go through these clips like all day of Fulton Sheen, and it's so beneficial, and you learn so much, and I'm so glad there's still so many of them online. So please check them out. Fantastic little episodes to be found on YouTube everywhere. So if you are interested in seeing more of that, go ahead and search it up, and thank you for watching us here at New Catholic Generation. Bye, guys.
Bye.